All right, y'all, welcome back. So I am in, what would it be? Eastern Kansas, and it is incredibly hot. There's a heat advisory going on right now. It is a warm one out here, but we're still out here getting her done. But today, I am heading out to check out the world's largest baseball. I'm in Atchison, Kansas right now, and then I will be heading a little bit farther west to see that. It's about 25 minutes away. This is a cool town. It's I don't know if it's the home of Amelia Earhart, but there's the Amelia Earhart Museum here. It's like next to an airport, so you can fly in and check out the museum, or obviously drive in if you want to. But yeah, we're headed out to check out this big old baseball. Have you seen my baseball? All right, we've made it to Muscotah, Muscotah, Kansas. And I'll have to look. I don't know why this baseball is here. It's a tiny town. I think this might be like the home of some famous baseball player or something. I'll have to look it up. There might actually be something there that says it, you know. But it's just an odd thing to be in a completely random town. Oh, there it is. It's got an old building, and then bam, look at this. Giant baseball. Oh, visit the Tinker Memorial. All right, let's see what this is all about. Oh, there's a big sign behind it even. All right, I'll try to read this sign to you quick. There's a guy over there running a weed whacker, so bear with me. But Jeff Hansen looked at a 55-year-old water tower and saw a baseball. In 2012, a new water tower was constructed, and Jeff convinced the town to drop the old town sphere intact and move it down the road to a vacant lot. Jeff, his wife CJ, area residents, and volunteers from the Kansas Samplers began the project to create the biggest baseball in Kansas, maybe even the world. Jeff envisioned a memorial and museum to honor Joe Tinker. Joe Tinker is a Hall of Fame baseball shortstop who was born right here in Muscotah on July 27, 1880. After countless hours of volunteer labor, the biggest baseball came to life in 2013. Sadly, Jeff's health declined, and the museum inside the ball was never completed. Jeff passed away on June 27, 2019. Dedicated area residents are keeping Jeff's dream alive of Muscotah being home to a big and maybe the biggest baseball. It says this baseball memorial is dedicated to Joe Tinker and honors the memory of Jeff Hansen. And if I go 4 blocks north, I can visit the Tinker mural in the city park. So it's an old water tower, and it's got the stitching on it, which looks to all be made out of rebar. Yeah. Oh, and it's open. So this was the water tower, man. That's cool. It's echoey in here. Yeah, it's too bad that he couldn't finish this and build a museum in here. That would have been neat. I'm kind of surprised that there isn't like a bunch of graffiti in here. It sounds so weird. I bet it sounds really weird on the camera. Anyways, all right. It's neat, man. A lot of random things you can come across down here. There's a couple other signs. An old baseball. So Joe Tinker, shortstop and manager. of the Chicago Orphans, and his last appearance was for the Chicago Cubs. I don't know if these guys are also from here. Joseph Burt Tinker was born in Muscotah. Started his professional career at the age of 19 in 1900 and was a regular in the major leagues at 21. That's wild. All right, well, I guess I need to snap a couple of pictures of this thing, and then we've got to go check out this mural. There's no reason not to. All right, I got my pictures. Let's go check out these Tinker murals in the city park, 4 blocks north. Oh, it's hot out there, man. It is warmish. And I'm not even gonna put my seatbelt on. And one of the other bummers is, like, all I have on my bed are flannel sheets right now. And my not heavy sleeping bag, but definitely not a summer bag with me, so it's gonna be warm. But I can just strip down to my shorts, get my tits out later after I turn the camera off, because nobody needs to see none of that. The stereo's gonna start playing. Pause. This town, like, it's all gravel roads basically. Church. Yeah, I think this whole town might just be gravel, which is kind of wild. Did I miss the city park? I suppose I could have looked at my phone. Oh no, that looks like it's a park right there. There's a house for sale right next to the park. City Hall, Community Center, City Hall. I'm not seeing any mural. Maybe that's it. Looks like it, right next to the new water tower. Yeah. This thing running with the air cranked up, dang. Put my window down far enough so they can get in case it locks. Well, there we go. These are the saddest of possible words. Tinker to Evers to change. Tinkers to Evers to chance. I don't know. Oh, Tinkers, Evers, chance. So it's the 3 guys. Looks like this was a bathroom or something at one point back here. I don't know. Serving counter. Words are heavy with nothing but troubles. Tinkers to Evers to chance. I don't know what that means. Yeah, this was like an old serving kind of counter thing. Looks like they had water in here at some point. I wonder if there's horseshoe pits. I wonder if at some point there was like a city pool or something here for them to have this here. Is kind of odd. There's basketball courts. I don't know. All right, well, I gotta see how far we gotta go. Oh, here's more. Trio of bear cubs and fleeter than birds. Tinkers and Evers and chance, ruthlessly pricking our Gonfalon bubble, making a giant hit into a double. I don't know anything about this, and I really don't know anything about baseball or sports in general. I'm not a sports ball kind of guy, really. All right, we're gonna get headed on down the road, and there's the new water tower. Why gotta be so dang old hot? Oh, it feels good in here. It's gonna be a warm night of camping. I don't think we're very far from the spot though. Oh, jeez. It's 3:21 in the afternoon, currently 86, feels like 94, and we're at a heat advisory until 10 p.m. when it's still going to be 82. It's only a low of 76 tonight. And it's just right down the road, unless I want to 25 minutes to the spot. Let's go check this thing out. Made it to the spot and it is packed. I don't know if there's some event or these people are just, there's got to be an event going on. There are way too many people here. It's a Tuesday. I don't know what's going on here. That is just super random for it to be like, there's 50 campers here, because there was other ones that weren't even at that, like that campground area. There's so many people here, and it's a Tuesday night, or it's Tuesday. Like, I suppose I could camp over here. There's absolutely no shade over here, and it's super hot, so that's not, I don't know, I'm gonna check the other side of the lake, but we might end up heading north. What are all these people doing here? We'll see what happens. All right, well, this campground's a bust. Kind of wild, like, I really don't know what's going on, or why there would be so many people here. It is kind of the only spot for a little ways, so that may have something to do with it. Yeah, Prairie Lake, it's just absolutely packed. Don't really know where else to go at this point. Well, there's another big lake not far from here, I guess, that I did not have marked down. I'm gonna drive over and check that one just because it's only a little ways away, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4 big campground loops. But I'm kind of feeling, as busy as this place is, that might be busy too, unless there truly is just something going on over here. It's 15 minutes away. If not, I'm gonna start heading back north and then just see what happens. But we'll go check out this other spot. You know, I expected there to be maybe a couple people here because it's, you know, summer, kids are out of school or whatever, but yeah, I don't know what's going on. That's kind of wild. If I see somebody, I'll probably roll my window down and ask them, but I don't know, even like the popular parks from my area, I don't think are this busy on a Tuesday. These folks are going up on a Tuesday. All right, well, I made it to the other lake. There are 3, like I said, loops here, and they're all fairly busy. Like, if I had to stay here, I would, but I think I'm gonna keep heading on down the road. I'm gonna stop and see what else I can find, just because I'm sure I can find something better, especially if I get away from where I'm at. I'm close to Topeka, I think. Right outside of it, maybe. Holton, Kansas? I don't know. Either way, all these parks are surprisingly busy. But if you look, there is not, like, I'm used to having more locations to go, you know what I'm saying? Which helps parks to not be quite as busy, you know, when you have more places for people to spread out to. So it's understandable. And then that other park, I came out of there a different way than I went in, and I came towards this town, and there was a sign up that it's like some Pickers Bluegrass Festival. So honestly, it probably wouldn't have been horrible to stay there, but other than like the, you know, the half-hour music I may have listened to if they were doing any tonight, other than that, it would have been just uncomfortable amongst all those people. So I'm gonna take a look at my maps, and I'm gonna keep heading on down the road. It's 4:22 in the afternoon. I think sunset is like 9 o'clock. So I've got plenty of light left, and I can still find myself a spot. So 'tis what it is. All right, y'all. Took a little bit of effort, but I found a spot. This place is beautiful. There's nobody else in this entire park. I've got plenty of shade. I've got a breeze coming right off the lake onto me, and it feels a whole lot nicer here than it did at the last couple of spots. And yeah, just gonna get this thing set up. I gotta pay for my site, and gonna enjoy the evening. Dang, old trash is right there. It is what it is. I mean, they were half melted. I will melt cans in the fire pit if the fire's going well enough. Obviously, a couple of those were just thrown in as trash. Guy showed up with his pontoon boat. He's just like cutting laps around the lake. Sure there's no big Rikens in there. There we go. Looks like they recently just graded all the gravel. Truck looks good over there. I'm probably just gonna go ahead and get the fire going. I'd like to make dinner before it gets dark out. So get that chooching. Well, it's starting to get dark out, of course, but I finally have a nice bed of coals. I'm gonna have to get a light out. I need to get the new Cobra that's got the bigger sensor, and it's supposed to do better in the dark. But anyways, I think I have some tin foil in here, which I'm gonna need. Let's hope I do anyways. Could have swore. Yep. Should just grab my damn light while I'm in there. Yeah, it's kind of wild how bad these cameras actually are in low light. But the new one's supposed to be much better. All right. Probably just do this on the tailgate. All right, how's that? We've got some light. Grab my headlamp while I'm in there. Okay, so if you watched the last video, I had picked up a steak, but I ended up not cooking it. That was last night, so I still have that. We're gonna take that steak, and what else do I have? Might as well stand on my dang thing. Can you even see me if I do that? Yeah. And I grabbed some sweet corn. I have not had sweet corn in forever, so I'm gonna wrap probably just one piece. I don't really need two pieces. Get some tin foil and we'll get that going. I have this black truffle butter, and I know I have some seasoning, some newer seasoning that I brought somewhere. Gonna need those guys. Right here. I'm just holding on to it. I have honey jalapeno butter. So I guess we're going double butter. It's like a grill blend. That's what we're going to start with, because it's been a long time, but the corns takes like 15 to 20 minutes to cook, and the steak is not going to take near that long. But you guys see my face. So we will get this going. I guess I'll have a piece left over. I can make some for the missus also. Should have just left this out so it was not cold. That way I could actually smear it on there, but it'll be fine. We just use our knife for that. You definitely want to butter this up good. All right, we're buttered up. This was sent in not too long ago, maybe the last live stream. I don't even know. Haven't used it yet. Ooh, it definitely has like a butter flavor to it. It's a little bit spicy. That's gonna be really good on there. And you're also gonna want to lay that on pretty good. It's already good. Just twist your ends up, so Try not to let your butter leak out. Get it in there nice and tight. We'll just toss this guy on the fire. Like I said, we're gonna give that probably 20 minutes. I'm gonna set an alarm for 10 minutes and then we'll get the steak going. I'm gonna get that out and get it seasoned up while we're waiting. We have New York strip. Doesn't look too bad. It's fairly thick. It is Walmart meat, which isn't great. But it's what I had available to me, so it's what I'm going to use. And we'll probably, just at the very end, put a little dab of that butter on top of this. Might not have been the smart move to get this out considering the bugs, but it's fine. I should have grabbed paper towels. All right, I'm gonna go in with this same jalapeno stuff. Probably not super thick on this, because I've also got a little bit of other seasoning that we'll toss on here, just to give it a little bit. Get it right on my tailgate. Just melting in there. And I know I've got something else in here that's more of like your typical steak seasoning. Yep. We've got our Kent Rollins. And that one we'll put on there nice and thick. Try to get it on the edges too. Should have probably got this out of the cooler a little earlier, but it'll be fine. All right, we're seasoned up and ready with that. And just put this corn away. I got a Foster's, and I don't think I've ever had the green can before. I think I've only ever had the blue ones. And I tell you what, it is hot out here. It is hot. I suppose I could just put tin foil over my steak. Just worried about the bugs getting to her. Yeah, I'm over here just leaking sweat. I'm gonna have to chug a bunch of water later for sure. So yeah, Foster's in a green can. So it's just Foster's Premium. Celebrated worldwide. Founded in Australia. I don't know what the difference is between the green and the blue can. One of you guys out there can let me know. That's good. It's hot. Cooking around a campfire when it's warm like this is always a little bit rough, but it's always still the best vibe. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit of butter on top of there, like I said. give her that much. That softened up a lot. Didn't mean to grab that much. It's fine though. Ended up dropping some of that in the fire. Alright, I think that's had enough time. We're gonna go ahead and grab that stuff. I'm gonna see if I can toss a couple more logs on there. Alright. Put a little bit of butter on the other side of that steak. I'm gonna just, ooh, it's hot. Put a little bit on there. I like to let my meat rest. Ooh, shouldn't have picked that up. That was hot. But it's also, I feel like, well, I guess it's not that cold out here. Just give her a little bit of butter on the crust there. A little butter on your steak does wonders if you don't know. All right, let's see if I can put some logs on this fire. All right, I'm just out here sweating like crazy, but it's warmish. We'll see if that fire goes. It should. Ugh. It's fine as long as you're not moving. You start moving, it just gets rough. Okay, like I said, it's been a long time since I've done corn. I don't know how this is going to turn out. Hopefully it's done. It was on there for probably just over 20 minutes. And it didn't leak, so that's a good sign. Stop yelling at me. That looks like a good piece of corn. Let's get all them juices out of there. It's going to be an incredibly messy dinner, but that's just fine. Almost had that in my wood tote. And I don't even have a fork out here. My steak's gonna be cold. Okay, now I think I'm ready. Nice and tender. Can't complain about that. And it's done, for sure. Can't complain about the meat. That's great. Go away, bugs. Look at this guy. There he goes. That's a good steak. I can tell there's a different flavor between the butter and the jalapeno butter seasoning. That's good. Real good. I gotta have another bite of that before we start it on the corn. It's too good. And it's tender. I'm telling you, if you've never put a little bit of butter on your steak, you're missing out. especially if you have seasoned butter like I have, or like flavored butter. It makes it so much better. That's a really good steak. But I suppose you gotta try this corn. Table spice. The corn's good too. It has been so long since I've had sweet corn. It's all up in my teeth now. I should be growing my own corn at home. No excuse for why I haven't done it. Well, I picked up a bag of chips, as you guys may have seen. But I don't think I need to crack those guys open. This is gonna be more than enough. That's a big hunk of meat. Definitely an enjoyable day. It's kind of wild to me how busy all those campgrounds down there were. But you know, I go an hour the other direction, there's nobody here. A couple people have pulled in to fish, but there's nobody camping here. Are you somebody that likes to chew the fat, or do you cut it off? I usually cut it off. It was a good steak. That seasoning was really good. Really, really good. Cheers, all. There's just a possum right here, man. Where'd it go? I wanted to see him. He ran away. As soon as I moved to get the camera, he took off. It was right over here. Bummer. Haven't been very close to opossums. He was right here staring at me. Maybe I'll just go stand, but the fire's about dead, so I was getting ready to head in, but you guys can't see anything. I'm just pointing the camera at black and nothing. Okay. Thought there was a possum. There wasn't. Let's head into the truck. Hopefully I didn't bring too many bugs in here. I'll make a light on. It's bright. Alright. Made it into the truck. I've stayed up entirely too late. I think it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I've definitely stayed up too late. I am just gonna get changed into these, get my tits out, and actually I think I have a sheet under here instead of using this. Yes, I do. Definitely -1 for me for having flannel sheets, but it's better than a sleeping bag. I could use a shower. Alright, I'm gonna get changed and get situated. I'm just gonna go to bed, y'all, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Yeah. Good morning. There's it was raining a little bit. There's a little slight storm rolling action rolling through. Yeah, I can't talk. Yeah. Feels nice though. Not super hot, at least. Oh. Hear the thunder? It woke me up. Well,
man. Nobody look at me. Well, I just look wonderful in the morning. Oh, man. Put some clothes on. Yeah. A little thunder and lightning action going on. And a little bit of rain. I can't say I feel like making any hot coffee right now. So probably just gonna get my junk together and go hit up the gas station. What say you? Oh. Tell you what I am ready for is a shower. The heat from the last couple days was brutal. And definitely I feel gross, but it's fine. Just part of the game, you know what I'm saying? I think there's a Casey's fairly close to this, so I'm just gonna get headed there, find myself something tasty for breakfast. And yeah, just rambling. Feels good out here. And there's the rain. Just in the nick of time on that. Yeah, that rain came out of nowhere. There was a big loud crack of thunder. And then that showed up. I need gas too. It's funny, it's like half blue skies too. But it's been doing this for like an hour. There's a glitch in the matrix. It's that I haven't had my caffeine yet. Oh. All right. It's like a Casey's Frappuccino and bacon, egg, and cheese, sausage, egg, and cheese croissant, I should say. Overall, it was a fun one. The last couple of videos have been a good time. It's been hot, like I said, but I enjoyed it. The world's largest baseball yesterday, and then in the last video, the world's largest pecan. I love seeing that stuff, you know. I don't know how many times I gotta say it, but roadside attractions, just the crap that you can find, the things that you find in the small towns when you get off the interstate is so much better for traveling. But I gotta get home, edit both of these videos today, upload both of them to make sure they're all ready to go, and then I'm gonna load up the van and I'm headed out to meet the homie Travis. So I should have grabbed a paper towel. stay tuned for that. And maybe we'll even do a catch and cook. It's been a minute. We'll see what we get ourselves into. So, anywho, hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, stay tuned for the next adventure. I'll see you in a bit.